backbone of this record, like, you know, if you look at like building a house, like, you know, like the basement level of it was the three of us recording live. So on the album, you're not only hearing a lot of live tracks, but you're hearing us really comfortable in our element.
Yeah, one thing that I always think about whenever we're recording is creating a world, and I think that more than anything I've ever done, this creates a world for the listener immediately. As soon as you put on the album, you know that like you're in Some Nights right now, and I just love that feeling, knowing that I feel like we really nailed it. I feel like we created a universe of that song.
Some Nights is kind of like Clark Griswold in Christmas Vacation when he puts all the lights on the house.
Oh yeah.
Like, and then, you know, he can't get it on, but it's like, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? And then when he turns it on, there it is, and that's exactly what the song was, where it's like.
I think that was really the kickstart to the album. There was a lot of talk about what the album was going to be. We were listening to a lot of hip hop, and we wanted to make an album that kind of had that vibe.
To me, Carry On feels like, you know, a classic us kind of indie rock song with all these hip hop influences that we get to sort of throw back and be like, well, this is how we would have done it. And that song is how I imagine people think we write.
Yeah.
Like,
totally.
let's write a song.
Yeah.
And then we're like in the room, and we're like, cool. And then it's like we have a song, and we never write like that. Is the truth.
Yeah.
But like,
No,
that one we actually did.
I think I was in a really bad place, like just a really bad place mentally.
What we ended up with is still like that first, like, this is the best idea. Even how many more hours we hashed it out, like that's it. Still now.
What we were thinking, where I was thinking about the album, like it needed kind of a moment of relief because it's such a heavy type of album that we needed something that felt more like a pop song. It's one of my favorite songs on the album because it just has, it's just so the mood of the song, and the lyrics are so the mood of that song. I'd always sang them the horn line, but I'd never sang the rest of the song to them. And so we got that horn line down, and I was like, all right, I did one of those like Jay-Z, like, put me in the booth. Put me in the booth type moments. I guess like, kind of like Marvin Gaye in Space, but also I'm such a like Van Morrison obsessive person that it was kind of, it transferred to like Gnarls Barkley's take on Van Morrison.
It's the most important song. It's the biggest statement, in my opinion.
It also was my favorite moment that maybe my favorite moment that I've ever had playing music. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I still think we're in 2011, which is cool.
Oh my God, we're not. And enjoy our music unlimited.
No one wants your part!
It's my part! I'm sticking.
Just memorize it already. Hello.